Hey y'all, Trailer Trish here. Now I am making this video specifically for Crystal in the Insiders group, but if you're not Crystal, still watch the video if you'd like. She asked specifically for comparisons of the Aspen, the Slouchy, and the Naomi. So I'm going to be comparing all three of those bags, but I also wanted to pull out some other bags that I thought were worthy of comparing, just in case she wanted to see some bags that she hadn't thought of. And also I have a couple of other things that I forgot to include in other videos that I wanted to show real quick, real fast, just pop them in at the beginning of the video for people that wanted to see those. So first things first, someone requested that I show my Lola, my new North-South Lola, next to the large August tote. So here's the large August tote. And they are similar in size. I do think the August tote is a bit bigger. Yeah, she's a little bit bigger. So I hope that helps. And I hope she sees this video. This one is quite a bit more squared off, and this one is not. This one's a little bit more rounded on the edge. So that's the difference in those. This one also has an exterior pocket and an interior pocket and a zipper. And then the August tote has just an interior pocket and a key loop. So yeah, those would be the comparisons of those. So got that out of the way. Then I also had someone comment that they wanted to see my new triangle bag next to Dune, which I immediately, after I was watching the video back, I was like, why the heck didn't I show those? It was literally sitting right behind me the whole time. So yes, these are a little bit closer in color than some of my other browns. However, I still think Carajillo is probably the closest color. But this is a little bit closer texture. So there's those for anybody that was curious about Dune and Mandolo Brandy. If I'm even saying that correctly, I don't even know. This is a small bucket and a triangle. So there's those. So now to get to the star of the video, Miss Ma'am, you are causing a ruckus. She's just loves paper. She loves paper. So here is my large Aspen. I only have the large currently. I do kind of want to get the smaller one, and I was thinking maybe black. I'm not sure yet. I haven't 100% decided, so that's why I haven't bought it. So this is the Aspen. I've already made a video about this bag if you want to see a boatload of comparisons of different browns and different sizes of bags. I have lots of different totes and things like that. Get down, girl. If you want to see all of those. This is just specifically to show the two bags that she wanted to see, and then a couple of other bags that I think are comparable, that I think are worth showing next to each other again, and kind of explaining why I think so. So the Aspen has a zipper. That is something that a lot of people in the PLG community complain about a lot, that they love a good bag that they'll see, but they don't want to buy it because there's a zipper. Get the August tote anyway, guys. It's a great bag. Zipper or no zipper is a great bag. I love it. I have it in the large and in the medium. So the Aspen does not have any kind of pocket at all, inside or outside, and that doesn't bother me at all. It kind of has a little bit of a swoop, hence the name, I'm assuming is why they came up with the name for that. And then the adjustable strap is similar to the Nora and the Slouchy, in my opinion. So there's that. That's the Aspen. This is the sienna color. Currently, I believe this is the only bag you can get the sienna in, and I think they just announced that the Naomi is coming in it next week. I'm not 100% certain if that's correct. I'm pretty sure they did say the Naomi would be though. So if you like this color, check out the Insiders group and check and see if that information is correct. So here is the large Naomi to give you guys a comparison of these two. I did show this in the other video, but just to give a side-by-side if you're deciding between the two bags, just to see what you could maybe see as a reason to get one or the other. Zipper would be the main difference in my opinion of these two bags. This is in Durango. The color is Durango. So color-wise would be a major reason to choose one or the other, because this one currently comes in sienna. This one will, I believe, come in sienna. but this is the only bag that comes in Durango. So if you like this color, this is the only bag you can get it in, the extra large Naomi. If you like a zipper, you have to get this. If you want the adjustable strap, you'd have to get this. This one has kind of a cool V cut, and it has a magnetic closure. So if you like that magnet closure, this would be a good one. If you need pockets, neither one of these has those, so that's not a factor. I do enjoy the base of the Naomi. It is pretty wide, but it's not a whole lot different than the Aspen. It kind of looks a little bit wider, but they're very similar in size. I would say these are probably the two closest in size. So if you're between these two bags, I think the main thing that I would focus on is maybe the zipper. I think that would be the main reason to choose between the two bags. So there's those two. I did also bring in the large. I do not have the small Naomi, but I brought the large too, just for size comparison so you can see. The extra large is much closer in size, but I also have this one. This one's in cold brew. It's the large Naomi. So there's that for size. And then the large and extra large Naomi do not have adjustable straps. The small does. I do not have the small though, but the small can be worn as a crossbody. So then she asked to see the Slouchy as well. I do have 3 Slouchies, so I will show the leather one first. This is the one I just got in the sea sale. This is in nutmeg. I don't know what she is doing. She is being a cuckoo banana right now. So this is nutmeg. I really love the Slouchy a lot. Personally, for me, if I had to choose between these two bags, I would choose the Slouchy style. I do love the sienna color though. So between these literal 2 bags, I'd probably pick this one. But between these 2 bags, oh, 100% this one. 100% this one. So that's also a Slouchy, but that's in Red Panda. But if you're looking for a size, personally, this one appears smaller, but it's... So as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by a full camera again. This one appears small, but it's actually not very small. It's actually pretty roomy. So I'll show you guys the side profile, and that really doesn't tell you a whole lot either, but it is as wide as the Aspen. And if you look at the bottom, it's pretty wide from that angle as well. So the Aspen is longer, but I mean, not really that much more if you look at it. So the Slouchy has the adjustable strap. So if you're a fan of the adjustable strap, that is an option on both bags. And then they both have a slouch to them. If you look at them right now with nothing in this one has some paper in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the paper out just so you can see what I'm saying. Also, neither of these bags has pockets. So if you're a pocket person, that's not gonna matter for you on either of these bags. Oh, look at that. It feels so good. If you are a tree or not tree person, that would make a difference on this bag. So this one has the Portland leather logo in the words right here, and it's not as visible. This one has the trees. I love the trees. I love both, so I don't really care. Some people hate the trees. Some people love the trees. So if you like the trees or not, that would deter you or persuade you to get the Slouchy. So this is nutmeg, and then I also have Red Panda, which is my absolute favorite. It's one of my top 4 favorite bags of all time in the PLG world, or in general. I just love it so much. I have a top 4, and it's definitely stayed in that top 4, even though I've gotten plenty more bags since then. And then I also have the small Slouchy in Joni Blue. So the small Slouchy is extremely different in size when you look at that. It's so cute and adorable, and I love it so much, but it definitely holds less. But that doesn't make me love it any less. So yeah, as you can see, she's got a bit of a shorter length to her, but she's super duper cute. So I hope so far these comparisons are helping. So, also, I forgot to show my Sea Glass extra large Naomi as well. Love her. So we got the Naomi out of the way, we got the Slouchy out of the way, and we got the Aspen. So everything that she wanted to see compared has been compared and analyzed. I guess we could do a comparison of these two next to each other, the two contenders to the Aspen, and why one or the other would be a better choice between these two. Size wise, I mean, since this one doesn't have a zipper, you could probably fit more in it because it doesn't need to close. Technically, you don't have to zip this shut, so it doesn't need to close either. I do love the zipper on the Slouchy. This one has an adjustable strap. This one does not. Neither has a pocket, so that doesn't matter. None of them have pockets, so that doesn't matter. I feel like I like how they both stand up. Like this one stands up pretty much on its own, no problem. This one like just turns into a puddle, and I love that about it too. So I guess it depends if you want like a statement of a big bag, or if you want a Mary Poppins bag that doesn't look big, but it fits just as much. It fits a ton. So I feel like I should go get some things to stuff the bag so you guys can see that you can actually fit quite a bit in all of them. I'll do that at the end. So we'll do that at the end. I did want to show a couple more bags that I think are contenders, that I personally like, and think are worthy of comparing. This is my Nutmeg Flora. I love the Flora. I have 3 or 4 of them now. I think 3. This one also has an adjustable strap, so if you like the adjustable strap option. The Flora also has a very wide base. And she also, oh wait, not also, she does not have a zip closure. So if it's between zip and non-zip, this one does not have a zip, which I personally think I would prefer a non-zip. This one does have the trees, so if you like the trees, and this has a magnetic closure, which I really like. You can actually fit quite a bit in this because it's extremely large on the inside, and it has a pocket. So if you're a pocket person, this has a bit of a perk to it. And if you look at how big that is, because the base is so wide, almost as wide as a butterfly. So this one holds quite a bit. It's a very comfortable carry. I really enjoy carrying the Flora. I just like how it lays on your body. I'll try them all on, but I don't know. I like how it lays. It's just a very comfortable bag to hold. Like it just, you know, it's just nice. So I think the Flora is a good contender. She's not going to carry maybe as much, but then again, like maybe she would. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll include this in the trying things in the bag part of the video. The next bag that I thought was a contender is the large Nora, just because of the swoop. Because it has that, you know, that rounded zipper, and this has the rounded zipper. It's really the only thing they have in common, really, and the adjustable strap. They both have an adjustable strap. If you like pockets, the Nora has 2 pockets in the large Nora. It's very roomy. I do love this one. This one is in cognac. This bag is also in my top 4 favorites video. I love the Nora. She's gorgeous, and the zipper is divine. She's a beautiful bag. Do I think that these are any way similar other than the swoop and the adjustable handle? No. I think these are for 2 different types of people, so I don't really think they're super comparable as far as like, oh no, which one do I want? I don't think that, I mean, I personally want them both, but you out there, you might not be like, oh no, I can't decide. I feel like, personally, look at this right now and tell me, are you persuaded left or right? And if you can answer that, then there we go. I don't think a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know. I think you know left or right. So, but yeah, I love them both. Unfortunately for me, it's a hard decision to make. I also, for some reason, brought in the Verona. I think just because it's toady. I don't know. Like, this gives tote vibes, even though it's kind of handbaggy because it has the zipper. So I just brought this just to show it. I don't want to go into too much detail because they're not really anything alike, but the Verona does have the this is in Night Owl, and this is the medium. I don't have the large. It does have an internal pocket, I believe. Yes, it has an internal pocket, and it has a key loop, which is nice. So if you need pocket and key loop, but you don't want a very, I mean, this has a solid closure of a zipper. This has a very wide open, you know, just a snap closure in the middle. So not super comparable, but I just felt the need to show it just because it kind of gives off the tote vibe. So The last thing I brought to compare is the medium August tote. As I said, like, this is kind of toady. So I just brought that just to show size comparison and just like overall general comparison. I do really like the August tote quite a bit. This has the key loop and the large pocket on the inside. So if you need a pocket and you don't mind not having a zipper, this is a good one. But yeah, I don't think that that's really any concern of Crystal. I don't know Crystal personally, but I know that she was really kind of stuck between 3 bags. So I'm hoping that I helped in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if I persuaded her one way or another. I'm going to try them all on, and I'm going to stuff them with some littles and see if that helps at all. But let me try them on really quick and see if that gives any indication of like how it lays on a body, if that helps. I'm a size small-ish. So here's this one. It is adjustable. I can make it a little bit longer or shorter. I don't think that I would, but I could. So there's that. It's got a bit of a slouch. It is a very comfortable bag to carry. I have used, if you watch my channel, you know I carry 2 bags at a time usually, and I did use this as my bigger bag. So I did fit my planner. I actually have 2 planners, a journal, a small notebook, a book, and then I think I fit some snacks in here. So this, it can hold a lot. So there's that. And then I've used this as my big bag as well. The Naomi. She's a good bag, you guys. She's a great bag. I'm personally, like I said, not really a zipper needer. So I'm persuaded away from zippers usually. So I did like the Naomi quite a bit. However, Slouchy she's that girl. Can't take a Slouchy out of my hands. No ma'am, no sir. I love the Slouchy so much. All right, let me go get a couple littles and we will do a little stuff it and see what happens. Alrighty, so this won't be super realistic because I don't have my stuff in them, so they aren't fully stuffed, but I do have my, like, a notebook in here, so I'll use a notebook. So we'll start with the Aspen, since that was like the first request, I think. So notebook totally fits, literally right up to the zipper. So there she is. And then I brought in my Carahio large makeup bag, not to be confused with extra large. There is an extra large. And then I brought the large seesaw in, I believe it's sunflower. And then I have a sidekick in sugar snap. And I brought an alpine in cold brew. And then we've got a bifold in canyon. Taco tassel in hot pot. And she's getting pretty full. A small pinch pouch in cognac. And I would say this is as full as I would stuff her. I don't think I could fit much more. So there's that, full to the brim. I don't really think many people would carry this much stuff with them in one bag. Could be wrong. I'm not the only person in the world with stuff, but it seems like a lot of stuff. So you can still zip it with all of that in there. So if you wanted to just carry one bag and have your planner or notebook in there, I do like when you have a notebook in here that it keeps it kind of stiff. Doesn't have as much of a slouch, which is funny since I love the Slouchy so much. But so there's that, and look at how nice that, just the dip is so sexy. It looks so good. I just love that. It also has the shape of the triangle on the side. I didn't bring a oh wait, I do have a triangle to compare. I don't think it's really comparable to the triangle because, I mean, maybe kind of. The triangle is kind of a Mary Poppins bag as well. I fit a lot more in there than I expected to as well. And this one has 2 pockets, and it's got the D-rings, or O-rings, I mean, for flare, which is nice. I guess another option, another perk, I mean, is you can hang flare from here, like a taco keychain or fortune cookie keychain. With these, I just have a little O-ring that I put on my Naomi. And then also with the Slouchy, it's got these little rings that I can put flare on. So if flare is a thing that you care about, having easy ways of using flare. So let's go ahead and take all this out. And we'll see if we can fit the same stuff in the other bags. That way it's a fair comparison. Extra large Naomi notebook. Fits perfect. Yeah, it still snaps shut with the notebook in there, so you're good. Large makeup bag. Seesaw. Bifold. Blah, blah, blah. Everything going in. Oh, yeah. Everything's fitting. Everything fit just fine. And because it's open, like, you can see right in and just grab what you need. So, there's all that. Elvira is being so obnoxious. I had to kick her out when my camera died. And now I think she's trying to get in because she wants to play. So, whoop. So then if I wanted to snap her shut and then just show her on, there's not a super big difference. It's just like, do you like this line? Do you like this silhouette? Do you like the lack of zipper? Because like they're not astronomically different. I don't think I need both of these bags. I just want them both. All right, let's give the Slouchy stuffing. I don't know if the notebook is gonna fit in there, but you never know till you try. Oh, it might fit. Oh, would you look at that? It fits, totally fits. Did not see that coming. All right, so we got the makeup bag. We got the seesaw wallet. Man, it smells so fresh. I haven't used this bag yet, and the leather smells so like brand spanking new. Okay, this one, a little bit tighter squeeze. So I think if all of these littles were stuffed full of things, I wouldn't be able to fit them all. Yeah. So realistically, no, I don't think I could fit all this stuff. I would say no pinch pouch. But yeah, I could still close it. It's not going to have that pretty slouch with the notebook in it. But it's still carryable. It still has like a slouch here, you see. And then if you didn't want to have the notebook in there and you just wanted to carry your stuff like a purse instead of having it be multifunctional, like businessy, it's got the slouch. Oh, she's busting in. Alrighty. Hope that video was helpful. Just wanted to show everything that I could think of to answer the question. And let me know if you guys have any other requests. I'm happy to make the video. And that's my cue to go because Elvira's knocking stuff over. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.